सर
in
वॉइस
both?
नहीं आ रहा है सर,
Okay, okay,
वॉइस
okay,
नहीं आ रहा है सर।
okay, okay, okay. अब जा रहा है?
यस सर।
Okay, okay. So you understand the things I discuss or not? समझ पा रहे हो?
यस सर।
Okay,
यस सर।
okay, okay. So I think I'm discussing about your traffic speed study. So third factor is your climatic and environmental factor. So I think if you are where you live, into where you live, कहाँ रहते हो?
सर अभी रांची में रह रहे हैं सर।
Okay, okay. So I think you live in Ranchi. So it might be possible that in Ranchi within this 4 or 5 days rain is happening or not.
यस सर। रैन।
Okay. So when rain is prevailing on your area, then you see the speed of driver or speed of the vehicle is automatically decreases because the clear vision is not available or no much side distance is available on the road. So basically this is another factor, that is climatic and environmental factor is one of the other factor which affect our traffic speed. Next is your time of travel. So when this is also your next is your time of travel. So if time of travel, time of travel. So when you want to go for a movie, for seeing a movie, so you ride your bike. I think this is your home and this is the cinema theater, and you know the distance between your home and the cinema theater is 60 kilometer. 60 kilometer. So basically if you and the timing of the movie is from 11 a.m. is from 11 a.m. So you are busy in your work, so I think you want to watch a movie on tomorrow. So on 11th of July you want to watch a movie in Ranchi. So from 11 your movie will start in theater. So at 10 a.m. you see you are at home. At 10 a.m. I think for some work you are busy in some work, so you free at 10 a.m. So if you watch if you see your watch, then you see 10 a.m. Showing on your clock. So it means you have 1 hour to travel this 60 kilometer. So you ride your bike with a speed of 70 kilometer or 65 kilometer to reach up to this cinema hall. Reach up to this cinema hall. If you ride your bike with 40 kilometer per hour, then you reach cinema hall at 12 p.m. That means at 12 p.m. noon you reach to the cinema hall. That means 1 hour cinema is remaining. So basically what will happen if time of travel will also govern our speed if we have enough time. So if we see we have 9 a.m. at 9 a.m. we free from our all the work, so we have 2 hours. So in these 2 hours if I ride our bike with 35 kilometer, almost probably 40 kilometer per hour or 25 kilometer per hour, or in road if some jam condition also happening, so why considering all the categoric condition we have 2 hours, sufficient 2 hours. So here time of travel or time of travel is same, that is 60 kilometer per hour, but here we ride our vehicle slowly. So this condition, that means time of travel, also affect our traffic speed. So is it okay? Will you understand this point?
यस सर।
Okay. Next is your traffic volume. So what happened if traffic volume is much, then speed is high or low?
सर
If
व्हाट
traffic
सर?
if traffic volume on a particular stretch of road is high, so what is the effect of that on your speed? If
लो।
traffic,
लो।
okay, okay,
लो
good, good.
स्पीड लो होगा।
Okay, okay, good. So if you see on a particular stretch of road, on a particular stretch of road, traffic volume is much. That is more number of vehicle will be moving. So if more number of vehicle will be moving, then automatically your speed is low. If less number of vehicle is moving, then you ride your bike with higher speed. So basically this is another point, that means traffic volume is another parameter or another point which governs our speed. Next is purpose of travel. Next is purpose of travel. So this is another point which govern our speed. Here our speed may be low, here our speed may be high. So purpose of travel also affect our traffic speed. So what we study? We study about traffic speed. Traffic speed study. We study about traffic speed. So basically, these are the factors which govern our traffic speed. I discussed 6 factors which govern our traffic speed. So last factor is purpose of travel. Suppose if someone is calling, if someone is calling, that means your brother, or or if someone is calling or asking you that your some close relative will meet with an accident. Someone is saying you that if some of your close relative will meet with an accident, so immediately 1 lakh rupees is needed for his operation or something, or for his or her treatment. If someone is calling you and asking that if your close relative is met with an accident and 1 lakh rupees is needed for his operation or for his treatment, then here and only 1 hour is left. So you see that from your home the distance of your hospital is 60 or 70 or 80 kilometers. So basically what you do, you increase your speed and try to cover as much as distance within short interval of time. So basically this is another factor which govern our traffic speed. So what we do here, we have in traffic engineering, I discuss different characteristic of your traffic study. First characteristic is your, I think, vehicular characteristic, road user characteristic. Then I slowly move towards your traffic capacity and its design. I cover all the aspects of your traffic design and its capacity related things, and I discuss all the models like Green Seal model, Greenberg model, pipe distribution model, all the models I discuss. Next, and next traffic characteristic is your traffic speed study. So here I discuss the speed of different vehicle over a particular road or particular stretch of lane is different, because we know India is a developing country. On the same road or on the same route or on the same lane, different vehicle will moving with their different speed. So what are the factors which govern our this vehicle speed? So basically first factor is your geometric design of road. I discuss how geometric design of road will govern our traffic speed. Next is your driver characteristic. Third one is your climatic and environmental condition, which I discuss here. Fourth one is your TOT, that means travel of time. I discuss how travel of time will affect our traffic speed. Next one is your traffic volume. So I discuss how traffic volume will also govern our traffic speed. And last one is your purpose of travel. So I discuss purpose of travel is also important parameter which govern our traffic speed. So is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay, पिंटू सब
Yes,
क्लियर
sir.
है? Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, good. So can I proceed? I proceed.
Yes,
So
sir.
okay, so we have different speed study. First one is, I think in last class I also discussed this type of speed. First one is your sport speed. Next is your average speed. Next is your running speed, and last one is your travel speed. So I discussed about these speeds in your last classes, that means on Tuesday. First one is your spot speed. So I discussed this thing also. What is do you mean by spot speed? Second is your average speed. Second is your average speed. Third one is your running speed. Third one is your running speed. and fourth one is your, I think ये था तुम्हारा ट्रेवल स्पीड. Fourth one is your travel speed. So this is your travel speed. So basically I define spot speed as it is, that means spot speed is the instantaneous speed of a vehicle at a specified cross section or location. So basically spot speed is the instantaneous speed of any vehicle. So basically spot speed is different for different vehicle. So for a particular location, or for a particular stretch of a road, or for a particular cross section, the instantaneous speed of any vehicle is its spot speed. Basically the spot speed of vehicle fluctuates from place to place all along the road, which depends upon different factors which I discussed earlier. So basically the spot speed of vehicle will fluctuate from place to place. For a location or for a particular cross section of a stretch of a road, a spot speed is different. For another stretch or for another location of road, the spot speed of same vehicle may be different. So basically these are also depends upon the geometric design of the road, driver characteristic of road, climatic and environmental factor of road, time of travel, traffic volume, and purpose of travel. So if you see, if traffic volume, you drive your bike, or if you drive your any vehicle, so if you see traffic volume is less, then your speed is automatically high. If traffic volume is less, that means more number of vehicles is not traveling on the particular stretch or particular section of the road. So at that time, your spot speed is high. If you travel on same route, and you go at a place, or as a intersection, or as a I think rotary, where traffic volume is much high. So basically, at that location or that cross section, if anyone check your spot speed of your vehicle, then their spot speed is different. So basically the spot speed of vehicle fluctuates from place to place all along the routes. Oh, which route you prefer is on your own side. So basically these all spot speed will also depends upon the factors which I discussed earlier. That is your geometric design of road, traffic characteristic, climatic and environmental factor, time of travel. I think next is your traffic volume, and last one is your purpose of travel. So this is covered from my side. I discussed this thing also in detail. Second is your average speed. So basically it is the average of spot speed of all the vehicles passing a given point on highway. So suppose this is a particular stretch or particular section which I consider to check the average speed of all the vehicles. So basically from here, many vehicles will passing. So here from many vehicles will passing, here from many vehicles will passing. So here from this point, we check the spot speed of this vehicle, we check the spot speed of this vehicle, we check the spot speed of this vehicle, we check the spot speed of this vehicle. So average of spot speed of all these vehicles. So average, that means if you see from here 4 vehicle is passing. Suppose for example, if you see from this particular section or for this particular location of your road, 4 vehicle is passing. So this vehicle is passing with 70 km per hour. Suppose this vehicle is passing with 60 km per hour, this vehicle is passing with 80 km per hour, and हाँ संतोष बोलो.
स्पॉट स्पीड को मेजर करने के लिए कोई इंस्ट्रूमेंट है क्या सर?
बताएंगे, अभी सब बता रहे हैं. अभी तो बस स्टार्ट ही किया. बताए कि तुम लोगों को ये मंगलवार को हम कवर कर दिए थे. अभी बता रहे हैं क्या क्या कैसे कैसे मेजर करते हैं. ओके,
ठीक है.
बहुत सारा इंस्ट्रूमेंट है. देखो क्या क्या इंस्ट्रूमेंट है. तो बेसिकली एवरेज स्पीड इज द एवरेज ऑफ स्पॉट स्पीड ऑफ ऑल द व्हीकल पासिंग अ गिवन पॉइंट ऑन योर highway. So basically this vehicle will moving with 70 km per hour, this vehicle is moving with 60 km per hour, this vehicle is moving with 80 km per hour, this vehicle is moving with 50 km per hour. So just you add 70 plus 60 plus 80, or here 4 vehicle will passing, so just divide by 4. So this gives us the average of spot speed of all the vehicle passing through a given cross section or a given location on highway. So this gives us average speed of vehicle. Next is your running speed. So what do you mean by running speed and what do you mean by travel speed? So I think in many examination they ask to find the running speed and they ask to find travel speed of your vehicle. So basically for running speed and for your travel speed, I think slight modification is required in your travel speed. So many in your examination or in many examination, the students made mistake or committed mistake that they just divide your journey length, that means your travel length, with your travel time. So if they divide your journey length with journey time, then it gives us travel speed. So they made mistake in running speed, they divide journey length with travel time. So what is running speed? So just listen. Running speed. So running speed is the average speed which will be maintained by a vehicle over particular stretch of road while the vehicle is in motion. So we have the formula of running speed as running speed, that means your RS. Running speed is equal to RS is equal to journey length, I denote it as JL, journey length divided by running time. So journey length by running time. What is travel speed? So travel speed, so basically running time, here you see running time, here we have journey length, here we have journey length, and here we have running time. So we calculate running time as we have journey time minus delay time. So suppose you have to travel from, this is your home and this is your market. So you go from your home to market to buy some vegetable or some fruit or something. So basically here we calculate our running speed. So running speed is the average speed maintained by your vehicle over a particular section of a road, because you travel on a stretch of a road or a route of a road while the vehicle is in motion. So basically from here, if you start your vehicle, then you see from here to here you go to the market, this is your home and this is the market. So basically you know how far is market from your home. So suppose your the market is at a distance of 5 km from your home. Suppose it may be possible that from 5 km market is from your home. So this is your journey length. So basically this is your journey length. So here our journey length is 5 km. So there is no change in journey length. So this is our 5 km. Here we have also running time. So basically if you see here, for traveling this 5 km, you required or running time required. That means at 10 a.m. you start your bike from your home and start going to market. So you know the distance from your home to market is 5 km. So at 10 a.m. you start your bike. So at 10:30 a.m. I think the road is not so good or more unevenness present on road. So the condition of road is very poor. So it takes so much time to travel that 5 km. So you reach at market at 10:30 a.m. So it means for traveling 5 km, you required half an hour. So this journey length is our 5 km. So this is our journey length. So basically here our journey length is 5 km. So here our journey length is 5 km. And what is our running time? So running time is journey time minus delay time. Suppose here from 10 a.m. you start your bike and you reach market at 10:30 a.m. So basically what happened in between? In between half an hour, when you start your bike, then here of your one of the close friend home is coming. Here one of your close friend home is coming. He also comes at this section of a road and standing for some I think some purpose. So if you see him and he also see him, he cry or he budge your name, so you come here and start talking with him. So you spend 5 or 10 minutes, you spend 5 or 10 minutes for talking. So you see here, you I think it is general perception that we have noticed that on an average that how much we give the time to our friend. So here you see or here you observe that 5 से 10 मिनट हम दोस्त से बात करने के फेर में लेट हो गए. So तुम्हारे माइंड में जनरल परसेप्शन तो आ जाएगा. So basically this is your delay time. So here our journey time is half an hour 30 minutes, and also our delay time is 10 minutes. If you suppose we waste our 10 minutes, so here delay time is 10 minutes. So here our running time is 20 minutes. So just we divide this with 20 minutes. 20 minutes. You convert this kilometer into meter and this minute into second. You get your running speed. So this is your running speed. Running speed is your journey length by running time. So I think, is it clear? Or basically your running time is equal to journey time minus delay time. So last one is your travel speed. So basically travel speed is the average speed of travel for a vehicle over the particular stretch of a road for entire travel time. So how we calculate travel speed? So here travel speed is noted as, here travel speed is noted as, travel speed is noted as journey length divided by journey time. So what we do here? Here our journey length we know. Here our journey length is 5 kilometer, and also we know what will be our journey time to travel from home to market. Journey time is 30 minutes. Here we do not deduct delay time. So this is our 30 minutes. So here if you see, here you have 50 by 20 minutes. Here you have 50 by 20 minutes. So this is your running speed, and here you have 5 by 30 minutes. So here you have travel speed. So I think in many examinations they ask that for a particular stretch of a road, they give option like option A, running speed is, they give uh, question like, for a particular, here is your question. So you all give the answer of this question. This is your question. So for a particular stretch of a road, they give you the question like, for the particular stretch of a road, the statement which correct is option A. For a particular stretch of a road, running speed RS is less than TS. Option B, they give. That means running speed is equal to travel speed, or RS is greater than TH. RS is equal to TS. RS is greater than TH, or they say none of these. And last option is none of these. So they give the question that the for a particular stretch of a road section. क्या बोल रहे हो सौरभ?
नहीं सर, वो कुछ दूसरा का था, वो गलती से माइक ऑन की.
Okay. So what is the right answer? This is your question. For a particular stretch of a road, our running speed is less than travel speed. Our running speed is equal to travel speed. Our running speed is greater than travel speed, or none of these. What is the right answer? What is the right answer?
इक्वल होगा सर.
Okay, equal. Good. और कोई? देखना है, ऐसा क्वेश्चन पूछा भी है. राइट आंसर इज योर सी. Because here you see your running speed is equal to journey length by running time. So here you just deduct journey time, your delay time from journey time. So here if you see you have 20 minutes, that means you have 5 by 20. So here you have, suppose you just remove this 0 also, just you see here if you divide 5 by 2 you get 2.5, you get here 2.5. But here you have journey time, that means here more value is coming because here you deduct delay time from your journey time. So if you deduct here delay time, then automatically less value is coming. So here if you make comparison, that means on numerator part same value is coming 5 kilometer, but in denominator part here less value is coming with respect to this value. So if less value is coming here, then automatically much value of running speed is coming, and smaller value for travel speed is coming with respect to your running speed. So it is possible that your RS is greater than TS. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I think here if we give RS is equal to is greater than or equal to TS, then it is I think 100% correct. It is not 100% correct. If we just mark RS, that means if in question they give this statement as for a particular stretch of a road, which of the following statement is correct? RS is less than TS. It is absolutely wrong. It is also wrong, and RS is equal to TS. It is also not absolutely right. So if on a particular stretch of a road, if we have no any delay time, that means if we start from our home and reach market in 20 minutes, we do not meet with our friends and do not start talking with them, so we have no delay times. So here also I reach in 20 minutes. So here if 20 minutes here, if 20 minutes come, then also here journey times will 20 minutes. So automatically both value will become same. So it is also possible that RS is equal to TS. And also here possible if we made general perception, then RS is every time greater than TS. But also a exception come that if we have no delay time, then our RS will equal to our TS. That means running speed is equal to our travel speed. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
okay. So next point is traffic speed study are of basically following types. First is your spot speed study, and next one is your speed and delay study. So for traffic study, for traffic speed study, we do two things. First is your we study about spot speed. Next, we study about speed and delay. So we have two perceptions after I think after covering these points. First is your how we analyze spot speed study, and second is your how we analyze speed and delay study of a particular vehicle. So I start I think spot speed study. So just see here. So first is your spot speed First is your spot speed study. So basically I think I discussed these things, that it is spot speed studies is referred as instantaneous speed of a vehicle at a cross section or at a given location of your road. So basically, I think Santosh is saying, sir, how we measure spot speed. So measurement of spot speed can be done by following method. First one is by noting the time travel by vehicle to travel a known distance. Suppose we have a distance of 50 kilometer or 30 kilometer, or we have a distance of 50 meter or 30 meter, 150 meter or 300 meter, either manually or mechanically. We know speed is equal to distance by time. So here you know your distance, and here you also know the time. So basically from here we calculate our spot speed study. So first is, so you know spot speed study. Basically spot speed study is the instantaneous speed of a vehicle at a particular cross section on the road. So how we measure? So first is measurement. So just see here, measurement. So how we do, or how we measure a spot speed study? So a spot speed study can be measured by, first I just take it the simple thing which you study in your class 5 or class 6, that first you note down the time taken by vehicle. So from you, if you know you travel this distance, I think from here to here you travel from 15 to 30 meter. Suppose if you travel from, just take an example, that from here to here you travel 15 or 30 meter. From this point to this point you travel 50 or 30 meter. So you know for traveling this much of distance, how much time you consume. So here you note the time taken by you or your vehicle to traveling this distance. You also suppose this is 15 kilometer or 13 kilometer, or you take time of 1 hour or 2 hour or something. So either here manually or mechanically you calculate your speed. So you already know speed is equal to, that means if I divide, I know speed is equal to distance by time. So v is equal to d by t. So here we find our speed. So we know the distance, we know the time. So from here we calculate the speed of our vehicle is this much kilometer per hour, or this much meter per second. So this is the first approach by which we measure spot speed of any vehicle. Next is spot speed can be measured with the help of several equipment. So basically we use various type of equipment to measure our spot speed study. First equipment is graphical radar, second is your electronic meter, third is your photoelectric meter, fourth is your photographic method, next is your radar speed method, next is your innoscope. So basically these are different equipment with the help.
सर
हाँ बोलो.
और सर ये जी इक्वल टू डी बाई टी करके ये तो एवरेज स्पीड निकलेगा सर। इसमें जैसे कि डिस्टेंस जितना है उसके बीच में कहीं पे ज्यादा हो सकता है, कहीं पे कम भी हो सकता है ना।
हम्म हम्म
इससे स्पॉट स्पीड मतलब क्या सर?
एक
एक
मिनट
किसी
रुको.
एक जगह पे ना।
हाँ, एक मिनट रुको. हाँ संतोष कुछ पूछ रहे थे, बोलो संतोष।
सर बोल रहे हैं कि सर ये जैसे कि v इक्वल टू डी बाय टाइम और डिस्टेंस आ गया सर,
हम्म
तो इससे तो हमको लगता है एवरेज स्पीड होना चाहिए ना मेजर, ताकि मान लिया जाए डिस्टेंस है कुछ 1 किलोमीटर, तो किसी जगह पे हम 5 किलोमीटर पर आवर भी कर सकते हैं, किसी जगह पे थोड़ा कम भी कर देते हैं, तो एवरेज हमको लग रहा है इससे होना चाहिए।
यही तो है तुम्हारा स्पॉट स्पीड। सो आई डिस्कस स्पॉट स्पीड about that ki spot speed is the instantaneous speed of a vehicle at a specified cross section or location. So here this I think this is I during this point discussing this point I discussed that in your 5 or 6 class you calculate speed like this manner. So you just take v is equal to d by t and you calculate this speed. So basically I discussed this thing that speed is also calculated by this method or by this formula, but spot speed can be measured with several equipment. I also discussed this in second point, and spot speed is calculated with help of this equipment. That equipment is your graphical recorder, electronic meter, photoelectric meter, photographic method, radar speed method, and inoscope method. So basically from this method we calculate average speed, not spot speed, but we calculate our spot speed with the equipment which I discussed. That equipments are your graphic recorder, your electronic meter. Basically electronic meter, that here suppose here is your electronic meter. So at a particular section or particular location of road you install your electronic meter. So if a vehicle is passing, they give the speed of that particular vehicle. So I think this electronic meter several frequency and several wavelength are installed. So if a vehicle which is passing through a 70 kilometer per hour, they give the signal for that vehicle. If a vehicle, it is possible that for a section of a road and simultaneously 2 or 3 vehicle which passing. So here our frequency or our wavelength showing that this much of wavelength, this much of frequency. So we calibrate this frequency or this wavelength with our certain speeds. So here we calculate our spot speed of certain vehicles. So is it okay?
Yes sir.
Okay. So I think you all join for
Sir?
second. Okay.
सर
Hmm?
बोले सर एक इंस्ट्रूमेंट है सर, लूप डिटेक्टर, उससे क्या करते हैं सर?
बता रहे हैं, सब बता रहे हैं, अभी पैसेंस रखो, आगे चलते हैं।
ठीक।
ओके।